Skol! All right. Oh, he got the swag on. We just put the purple on today. I got the shorts, but I'm not going to stand up so y'all can see. It's not that serious. We just rocking with the dub, so we put the purple on whenever we win. Even when we lose, we rock the purple. It don't matter. I know, you kind of sad today. It's long 2 weeks. I apologize for it being so long, 2 weeks for you. I thought I couldn't believe y'all lost that game, honestly, Chavez. I thought you had it all the way up until that last touchdown. And then even then, I was like, but I still think they're going to get the touchdown right back and come and get to the overtime. And it just, sack. Man, Bosa stood up, man. All right, we going to jump right into the picks of the week. I had to poke them a little bit today because, that's 2 weeks in a row. We might get some live action today. Shots fired. All right, well, I'm going to work on speeding this along. You want to say anything before I keep rambling?
I know what you're trying to do.
Is it working?
Most definitely. So I'm going to go ahead and kick it off here with, notice my stutters kicking in.
It'll be all right.
Okay, so we're going to kick it off. We got 2 Thursday games because it is the turkey day of the festivities.
Just 2, not 3 this year?
Oh, that's right. There's 3.
There's usually 3, right?
There's 3. That's right. So we're going to kick it off first with the early game. And I'm glad this is the early game because you can do this. So if you fry your bird or anything, you can go ahead and do this during the game. Because I don't know if anyone's really going to be watching this one. This might be my early nap.
I have a guilty pleasure. It's kind of,
You want to watch that car accident?
I'm going, yeah. It's Division 2 for me, so it's personal.
Oh, so yeah, for you, of course. So we got the Chicago Bears going to Detroit. So at least it's an indoor game. So, although I would prefer an outdoor game on Thanksgiving, that would be pretty cool. Have a little blizzard back. I remember the games back in the day.
That's how you ain't really play football or at least play football in a blizzard. Because that sucks, man.
I'm in Arizona.
Yeah, so it's like people think it look fun. It's cool when it's like 30 degrees and soft snow, wet snow.
Right.
Where everyone's sliding. Of
course, I'm not talking
that's fun.
I'm talking about ice.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, though. Blizzards usually come, it's kind of cold.
It just freeze.
Yeah, it feels like you're falling on concrete, man. That ain't no
all right. So you a nice drizzle.
It hurts your skin.
Snowfall.
When people hit you, your skin hurt because it's so cold.
All right, so I'm calling a Thanksgiving Wonderland. Okay, winter, little drizzle, there's a snowfall, but we're not going to get that anyway because it's indoors in Detroit. So
lucky.
Anyway, Chicago's actually favored by 3.5 from the last what I've seen in reports. It looks like Fields is going to play. The ribs don't be too much of an issue. They're not broken. That's all. They're not broken.
I'm worried here because last time Fields got hit hard, it seemed like he didn't play very good for a while. It took him a while to get it going. He was just getting it going, so I guess now is going to be our first chance to really see if he can bounce back.
Yeah.
But Detroit's been playing everybody tough. They going into Detroit. I think that's going to be that's why I think it might be a better game. It'll be you might fall asleep. Don't get me wrong.
I went back and forth on this one. It looks like it's going to be a pretty decent game. Well, maybe not. They got it at 41.5 over under. So
see, for me, I would prefer this to be the second game.
Really?
Second or third, depending on when you eat. This is if it's
a third game,
finished eating.
See, if it's a third game, that's prime time.
Go to sleep.
That's prime time. That's NBC. You want this to be your NBC game?
But some people eat early. It depends what time you eat. That's what I'm saying. You eat at like 2:00.
What's your usual ritual?
3, man. We don't eat. It'd be dark.
Yeah, 9:50, 9:45.
It'd be Friday afternoon. The turkey done. Yeah, there we go.
Man. I actually pre-ordered my Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, who'd you go through?
Miracle Mile.
Okay, nice.
Sponsor.
Nice. All right.
I like your Miracle Mile.
I don't even know what you are, but you sound cool. That works.
It's a deli. It's really good.
Oh, nice.
Pastrami and an onion roll.
Love me some
And
pastrami.
their bread pudding.
The nice mustard on there.
Oh,
All right, stop. I'm hungry. I ain't ate yet.
If you ever do an Uber Eats, yeah, that's a trip, but that's a good tip. That whoever earns that one.
Right,
anyway,
we'll get out a shot one of these days. All right, so let's get into these games. We done rambled and got it going. You know, we like to get it going. He still ain't put the timer up. I told him to put the timer up to stop me from doing this.
We gotta get our timer. There we go. Ready? And so we've already started. We got the Bears at the Lions. Mew.
We're about 12 minutes in.
It's okay. Let's start it here now.
All right, so yeah, we got the Bears at the Lions. Chicago's favored by 3.5 for the 41.5 over under. I'm sorry. Who you got, Chavez?
If Fields is playing and is productive and the ribs are not as bad as what they're making
We didn't
it be.
ask all that. We just said who you got. We don't need all these damn qualifiers.
Bears.
All right.
Who you got?
Going with the Lions.
Next game.
They
always
get a win though. They only had the 1 year where they didn't get a win. They got a tie. I got a feeling they're gonna get a win, so I think this could be the one. So, all right,
likely be the one. Very close.
Go ahead.
All right, we got the second game for the Gobble Gobble Day with the Raiders going down to Dallas, face the Cowboys, who are favored by 7 points with an over/under 51.
It's high.
It's high.
I'm gonna go
31-20.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas bouncing back this week.
Mm-hmm.
They going to the Vegas, and you know the Vegas just ain't been looking too hot lately, and it's at Dallas too.
It's at Dallas, but the point I made in our betting episode or bets episode. So Dallas got their ass beat by Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Then look what they did to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to the Chiefs pretty convincingly. Now they're up against the Raiders.
Man, and the Raiders been looking like a show lately.
Yeah, look at what they gave up to the Bengals this past week too.
Yeah, right. It looked like that's a train wreck right now. So, like we always say, the Derek Carr show always seems to crash and burn towards the end of the year, and we ain't even halfway through the year yet, and it's crashing.
No, we're well into. I mean, it's week 12 and week 18.
Well, it's heading towards a wall. So I guess we getting there. Week
9 was the halfway mark, really.
Yeah, so I definitely got Dallas too. I think I don't know about covering this. Yeah, they'll probably crush that spread. They'll probably win by 3 touchdowns. It's a quick game though, and they are a little banged up. The wide receiver room I heard is a little banged up.
For Dallas?
Yeah, and Dallas was talking about they weren't happy with the timing. Dak was kind of unhappy and he almost seemed like he kirked it a little bit and threw everybody under the bus. Like, it's kind of like a team issue right now. We got to all pick it up and get it going. But I guess that's what you're supposed to say. But he didn't really say himself, I think. I don't know. I ain't see it. Shut up. Anyways, on to the next. We got Buffalo heading to the Nolans Saints.
Nolans Saints are the primetime game for Thursday
night. That's going to be a nice one to go to sleep to. I like that. That's a good one. Buffalo's favored by 4.5 with a 46.5 over under. Seems
kind of low.
Kind of low, right? That's what I was thinking initially. I'm going to go with the upset here and go with New Orleans. I don't know why. I normally don't go with them.
Really? You questioned me on that last week.
Yeah, right, because they never have a quarterback.
It's like, you know what? I just think they're going to pull that one through.
I don't like how Buffalo's been looking. Like, man, they're all talk about waffling. Them dudes is.
Man, yeah.
And I mean, did they win last week? No, they lost last week. So they're probably going to bounce back, but I don't know. I'm going to go with New Orleans. I'm just not confident there at all. So I guess it doesn't matter what I think anyway, but all right.
Well, I got Buffalo. With having the New Orleans defense for a few weeks on my fantasy team, come to realize that their passing defense is not as great as it is all made up to be. So, considering you got Josh Allen with Diggs, is Beasley healtly now?
Yeah. He's been on the report, but he's back.
He's got some weapons in there. So,
and and everybody been complaining about how that offense ain't really been lighting it up. So maybe it is a good blowout time.
It might be that matchup. Yeah, the New Orleans defense really has been allowing a lot of yards to their opponents these past few weeks. So
I'm changing. I'm going with you. Buffalo too. I got Buffalo too. Because I agree. It's national. Diggs always shows up big time for the national games.
Yeah.
They got a history together. You know, he did get that catch in the playoffs against them Saints. So.
Oh yeah, we got the miracle.
Yeah, definitely. So I thank you for talking me into that one. I'm back on board. We're going with Buffalo.
Yeah, you're going Buffalo on that one.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, that takes us into the regular week, and yo, boys started out. So that means we got an early game for you this week. We got Pittsburgh heading to the division rival Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals are favored by 3.5 at home with a 45 over under. Chavez, I'm going to start with you, with your boys. What you got?
So, you're going to give me the shit for it already. I'm going with Cincinnati on this one. I called it I said in the other episode too, it happens in the season. It's hitting that point where the predictability comes into play, injuries come into play. I'm going to cover all of this in my other episode for the Steelers recap and all. You know, it's a tough one. It's a tough pill to swallow. Wanted to take Cincinnati out, but get second place in the division, stay in that wild card race. It's gonna be a tough one, but I think Cincinnati may pull that one out. Go ahead.
All right.
Go down hating.
All right, here comes
Nathan be hating.
I'm a hate, but I'm not gonna hate. I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh because I do think they're gonna bounce back this week, and I'm not a Bengals believer anymore. And I think that defense is
Even what they did to the Raiders?
Yeah, but who did they do it to?
The Raiders.
Exactly.
It's still the Raiders.
Yeah, but that's the show right now. That's a show. So I'm actually thinking Pittsburgh's gonna bounce back. Ben's gonna have another week. He had his week now of COVID relief. I think he's gonna be feeling a little better. That offense is going. Is there maybe you know this. When I was watching the game a couple times towards the goal line, it really looked like they was trying to force the ball to Claypool. And I wanted Claypool to score because he's on my fantasy. Mm-hmm. But it seemed like Ben was mad he was being told to force the ball to Claypool. So is there some sort of issue between those two that's ever popped its head before, or...
Nothing that I've heard or read or anything in that regard.
Okay.
But however, Ben has always been, Ben is Ben. Ben's, how many coordinators has he gone through? Arians, Haley. Who's the most recent guy?
Okay. So you think Ben's just kind of he kind of crotchety?
No, crotchety. It's just, he's gone through so much. He knows the game. He's a vet. He's
okay. Yeah, and
he's got
that's
that.
Almost what it seemed like.
He's got that IQ. And he's like, hold on, I know what I'm doing.
He looked at the sidelines like, why do y'all keep trying to push me to push the ball to Claypool?
And when their run defense sucks, that's the thing. I think on
here's my thing.
We're gonna get into that.
Pete Freiermuth. He been eating the whole time. Come on. I didn't like the gadget pass to him towards the end. I wish they would have gave him the ball in the end zone. He's like a big target that his job is to come down with the ball.
The failed force down.
Yeah, right. Don't have him out here. He's not a damn receiver. He's not a gadget guy. Do that for Claypool then if you're gonna do something like that.
Something like that.
Right. Otherwise, put him in the back, do a play action, and then. Anyways, that's not what we talk about. But we'll
get into that one later.
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh coming back on this one. I think they're gonna have it, and I'm not even gonna hound you anymore on that one. So we're gonna move on to the next game.
Thank you.
Tampa Bay at Indiana, the Indianapolis Colts. Tom Brady's only favored by 2.5 on the road here, with 51 over under. I think the Vegas people got the same little intuition we got a little bit here. With that small line, you would assume Tampa be favored by 7 to 10 on that game.
10, right.
But,
it's Indiana.
Everybody's recognizing that Colts offense is starting to look pretty good right now. It's starting to fire on a couple cylinders. So, I'm going to go with the Colts pulling off the upset here. How about you?
I got the Colts, too.
Nah, definitely.
Tampa Bay's got a hell of a defense. They're going to definitely scheme for them, but I don't know. If you got Taylor doing damage like that he does, that's just going to open it up for Pittman Jr. And he can do just as much damage as he does. And that makes Carson Wentz look good
They got some
And
nice
I
tight
mean,
ends
Carson
too.
Wentz isn't what I don't think what he was, that MVP season he had, so called. But
I think that was an illusion. I think it was an awesome offense that got figured out the following year.
oh yeah, but
Anyway,
different story.
right?
I mean, yeah, well, credit to Wentz. I mean, he still does he's gonna do a decent job with what he's got with his weapons.
He's
So
a prototype.
Oh, yeah.
Got the build, the arm.
and then the not only that too, going against Tampa Bay, who is a playoff contender, Super Bowl contender in some people's eyes, and Indianapolis is fighting for a wild card spot right now.
Yeah.
So even more reason to just have that oomph. It's that point of the season where these games matter a little bit more than like what they do in the regular season. You can recover from an early loss, a la Tennessee. These ones matter a little bit more. And then when
I
those
think it
standings
seemed
come
like
into play.
it, but at the end of the day, a dub's a dub and an L's a L.
Yeah.
And you stack them all up at the end of the year, and it don't matter if you got 10 in the first 10 weeks or 10 in the last 10 weeks. It's still 10 wins. So I hear you. That should be a good game. After that, we got Carolina at the Miami Dolphins. Carolina is favored by 1 on the road. 42.5 over under.
Okay, I got a question for you. A challenge for you.
Okay, what is it?
Do the sound effect of the team that you think's going to win.
I don't even know how to do it. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Is that a panther squeaking? Is that like
You know why it don't sound good? Actually, that was good dolphin right there. That was good dolphin.
I was gonna say,
I'm just not in the water.
Didn't you talk with the Dolphins when
No,
you were
but-
down in Mexico?
With hand signals, though. It's like you do hand signals with them.
But you weren't talking to them like they was your best friend, like I was there.
No, I just was splasher, and that shit was like. I was drunk. I think I was vibing with the ocean. You know what I mean? I don't know. Whatever.
He was feeling his roots.
It was
All
fun.
right,
It was
so
fun.
that means you're going Miami.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the.
I figured like I thought that would be more.
My voice don't do that noise.
Well, it does, but it's just not out your mouth.
Nah. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay.
Anywho,
So
Yeah.
you going with Miami too, huh?
yeah, I'm gonna go Miami. I'm like,
All right.
go snowball. Go snowballs. Was that the Dolphins' name? Ace Ventura?
I think so.
The snowball?
My sister loved that movie growing up.
So if you watch, let us know. Leave it in the comments. Oh, I just called your sister's name out. My apologies. We'll bleep it out. Bleep, bleep.
Don't matter. I don't think she watched though.
No, she probably don't.
I don't know. I don't tell nobody. I probably should.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice. I should probably share a lot more myself too, but I think we're at that point where we need to start sharing the content.
It's like I don't.
Are we at that point now? Do we have that? Do we have the permission?
No, see, so to me, this is like, I guess I see how just feels.
Mm-hmm.
Bleep that out. Now I know how he feels. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't care if they know,
Yeah.
but I don't want them to be the fan base, I guess.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not the goal.
Right. That they could be the word of mouth and just spread it out to other people.
Yeah, they could, definitely. And I think that'll just happen organically or it won't. Maybe they just wake up one day and be like, oh shit, they got 20,000. Hopefully soon, y'all like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mama friends. I mean, I guess if I won't tell my mama friends, why would I expect y'all to tell your mama friends? Because they don't need to hear me cursing and all this. They don't like the
That's
Vikings
true.
like that. I don't know. Maybe they do. They'll check it out one day. If not, I will. So that brings us into this next game. What do we got?
This is a big game. This is what I'm calling the game of the week. It's the Tennessee Titans heading down or up north east to New England, and is what is now going to be the battle for the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Oh, okay.
New England's favored by 5.5 points with an over under of 44.5.
Nice.
This is a tough game. Yeah, you got Tennessee at 8-3, New England at 7-4.
Yeah, like I said, man, I think Tennessee's coming back down to earth a little bit. They was hot for a while. They had that hot streak, but in the middle of that hot streak, they happened to lose a legend, and you don't usually bounce back. Or
They've been doing good for 3 weeks.
Yeah, right. They've been holding off, but didn't they lose last week?
Yeah, they did lose.
And this could be another one in a row here. So I'm going with New England here. I'm starting to believe. Belichick's Belichick. He's starting to prove he's the minds. And all he needs is a quarterback that's not going to be an idiot out there. And Mac Jones has been proving he's no idiot. So.
Yeah, they have the longest winning streak right now in the NFL with 5 games, 5 wins.
Ooh, so there you go. That's
So,
another big one.
this
Like
is
you
New
said.
England. This is New England doing New England things once again.
Yeah, and it's not like they have like the bionic man on the other side that just run through tacklers. Like you can scheme up as long as you have someone that you can't physically stop.
Right.
So, yeah, definitely.
It's crazy.
All right, so after that, we're going to go to that Philly heading out to the division rival G-Men. Philly's favored by 3 on the road, 46.5 over under. Who you got, Chavez?
So you always got on me about how I hating on Philly. All right. Philly's getting pretty legit. They're fighting for a playoff spot themselves, more so as a division. But they're still 2 games behind Dallas on that part, 2.5 games actually. But I got Philly on this one. I think they're going to stay strong. Giants are the Giants.
Yeah, I think this one. Saquon will have another week to get healthier. I'm just not a Daniel Jones believer, man. It's just like he's so inconsistent.
You don't believe Mr. Jones?
He throws so many bad balls.
Mr. Jones.
And Philly's offense, and on the other side, Philly's offense ain't been the greatest. Hurts had a great game. He ran for 3 touchdowns, but
you know what he remind me
those are
of?
busted plays.
You know what he
usually.
remind me of? Seeing some of that highlights, especially that one highlight with the juke.
Who?
Willie Beeman. Any given Sunday.
Of all the people, Willie Beeman.
It just remind me because how he just
scrambled around.
It's like he thought he was the running back of the.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know. That just.
Lamar's the running back, so
same thing.
I get it, but
I guess I could have gone Lamar, but I just didn't move sense. I don't know. When I just saw that move, I was all beaming. It just popped in my head. I don't know what it just popped in my head.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That was a good movie.
The movie minded me, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. All right. What's after that?
After that, we have got the Atlanta Falcons going down to Jacksonville. Play the Jaguars.
They looked horrible last week. They did bad.
Oh man, well, it's going to lead to my pick. I think Atlanta. I think New England exposed Atlanta for what they are. Not a very good team, even though Atlanta's favored by a point. 46.5 over under. New England just said rush the quarterback, and you're freaking. That's pretty much it right there, and they won't score.
Yeah. Well, not everyone can produce pressure as well as New England can. And Atlanta definitely don't seem like the type of team to put that pressure out there.
You mean Jacksonville?
No, Jacksonville can put the pressure. I had that mixed up, so my apologies. I think the real problem is Cordero went down in that game, and their offense has been rough ever since. I think they need him out there. He diversifies their offense and really helps open things up for other people.
I have one question.
Yes.
Is Patterson your co-MVP with Kirk?
No, definitely not.
Because you got him, or is he Offensive Player of the Year?
No, I don't even think
you hyping like he the complete total offense. Yes, granted now because Ridley's gone, and they still got Pitts.
I just think they use him wonderfully.
They do.
I think he's good for 10 carries.
Mm-hmm.
And probably 5 to 7 gadget
targets.
Like, I think you get him 15 touches, it's going to be beneficial for your team. I'm not saying he's anything besides that, but 15 touches and he can get you 100 yards and maybe 2 touchdowns. That opens things up, Otherwise, what else they got to worry about out there?
Pitts.
Exactly. That's it, right? Put a safety over the top and a linebacker on him and call it. You'll be all right. But if you got Patterson slicing and dicing,
that allow you to rush 6 or 7 and more pressure on Matty Ice.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, it ain't
that
Matt-
line's bad. They're just giving up pressure. You don't need to rush shit.
His nickname has earned a new meaning. He ain't Matty Ice because he's cold, stone cold blooded. He's Matty Ice because he's sitting in the tub of ice at the end of every game.
Every time, what is it? It's not FanDuel, DraftKings. When you pick somebody right next to them, if they have their projection, and if it looks like they're nowhere near the projection, it puts a little snowflake next to them, and that's how I think of Matty Ice.
Matty Ice. He's a snowflake on there.
Snowflake, just cold.
You got a snowflake next to his name
Oh,
on
we
that
need to see
one.
that fire next to you, not that cold. So, yeah, I got Jacksonville winning this one. I think they pick it back up. So, right on.
Look, another win there.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited about this next game.
Why are you excited?
Oh, Tyrod is back. They've been whipping on people. I've been counting against them. It's like at the beginning of the year, I forgot about Tyrod, and it feels like this time it's like but at least I'm catching on quicker
Catching
now.
on to it. I had to remind you a few weeks and he's on this team. He's on this
he pulled
team.
it off last week, so yeah, I'm just gonna get it out the way. We got the Jets going into that Houston. Houston's favored by 3, 44 over under. I'm going with Tyrod and them boys in Houston pulling it off because who's the Jets really beating?
I think the Jets are going for the number 2 pick in the season.
Man, but they
Or for
can't
the
get
draft?
another quarterback, so
No, I think they're going to go. I think they'll probably get the top defensive player.
yeah, well, they need to top a lot of
With
players.
right. It's either they go lineman or they go defense. I would, in my opinion, considering Saleh with the head coach.
Yeah, you're right. They got to start filling out that roster because, man, they ain't there yet. They ain't there. So you got Houston too?
I got Houston on this one. Tyrod's back. Hopefully that helps Cook on my fantasy team. Throw him in as a flex, but I don't know. Maybe I'll keep him on the bench. And you're right on that one. Yeah, Houston against the Jets. The Jets. Listen.
Go Vikings, let's go!
Almost caught it. All right, so the next game we got, I think, is going to be another good matchup. It's another division matchup. We got the Los Angeles Chargers going to Denver, taking on your boy.
Hey, Teddy.
The Chargers are still favored by 2.5 points with over under 47. I mean, they stepped up and won their game this past week. They still won this past week, so
Man, I don't know what their coach was doing half the game. Like, what?
he's a young guy, man. He looks.
You doing what? How y'all lose that game? Hey, I'm sorry. We're going to get back over here. I'm going to go with Denver on this one for sure. Teddy's on fire, and he always pulls some clutch magic out when he needs some clutch magic. They at home. Division rivalry. Denver needs it. They need it. They definitely need it. They up there towards the top of the division, so... Yeah, I'm going to go with Denver. How about you? You said it already, right?
No, I'm going to go, but I was making a point there, but I'm going with the Chargers. I think they just... Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you believers after last week, or are you just kind of rolling with them because of the...
I'm rolling with them just because with the excuse me, the diversity play, and being down just before the 2-minute warning, one play, score, hold them off.
Yeah, they can put them points up quick. That boy Eckler wasn't playing neither.
4 touchdowns.
Oof.
Wish I had him on my fantasy team. Don't. Sucks.
I did.
But with that there, again, more reason. Chargers.
I felt bad for this dude. I had Taylor and
Eckler.
in the league.
Against you or on your team?
My team.
Oh.
And Eckler's my flex.
Who's your third?
Nah, he's not. I mean, he's flex because, I just put him there. Fournette's my third, so.
Still not bad.
I think I put him there during the bye week or something like that, and then I just didn't put him back in RB with 2 or whatever.
I remember the season I got Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson, the same season where they both went for like 2,000 all-purpose yards. Oh, I dominated that league.
Some of them games.
And then I lost in the first round.
Ain't that how it always goes, though?
And it was the money league, too.
Man, I almost like when I just squeak into the playoffs. 'Cause that means I got going at the end.
Got the momentum going, right.
I got a strong
What I
team.
need these next 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
Playing you and wifey.
Man, good luck. I mean, not really, because I need the damn win.
You need to win, right?
I think I lost again this week.
Oh, it's tough. It's going to be tough.
Definitely.
All right, so you are not going. Oh, yeah, you said you're going Denver.
Yeah,
all right, so
Denver,
who we got
Denver.
for this next game?
We got the Rams headed out to Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 1 with a 48.5 over-under. Man, I think...
For a home game in Green Bay, only 1 point?
Man, it's a good time to get out there, though. It ain't too cold quite yet. I don't think they got no snowfall yet. So if you can get out of Lambeau with no snow, you might as well consider yourself lucky.
I don't mean it ain't cold, though.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't mean it ain't cold. You're telling me how it is in Minnesota in December. It's right down near December.
Yeah, Green Bay ain't as cold as Minnesota, in my opinion. We'll see. Personally, I'm gonna go with the Rams here. I think I got to see the Packers are banged up. They lost another offensive lineman, torn ACL.
Yeah,
That was
sad
an
to see
ACL.
that one.
They did. I saw that this morning. It was an ACL. So
Tough loss.
yeah, definitely. You hate to see him gone for the year. Even though we kind of had this discussion the other day.
Yeah, we won't go into that debate there on that one again. Yeah.
I mean, all right. So maybe I'm wrong, but my argument was you never want to see, you don't wish for anyone to get hurt.
Right.
But if they're going to get hurt,
Rather be one of them.
yeah, I'd rather be one of them against us than one of mine against y'all's.
And my point was just in general as a person.
You don't wish for no energy.
That sucks to see that dude go down.
I agree.
You
and
know,
I didn't
that's all that
disagree
I
with
was
that.
trying to say. That's all I was trying to say. I was like, oh, you know, oh, he's a Packer. Yeah, he's down. No, dude, that sucks. That dude trying hard, doing his thing, earning millions of dollars, and
I mean, but you said it right. Earning millions of dollars to take the risk that he takes to go out there and possibly lose a knee. I hate to see it happen. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but if it's going to happen.
Anyway, I got the Rams on this one to win against the Packers. I don't know if you even covered it. The over-under is 47. I think you did. My bad.
Yeah, I covered it all. It's all good.
My bad.
So
Oh, no,
you
my
go
bad.
with
It's
the
a
Rams?
48 and a half. I'm misreading
48
shit.
and a
But yes, I am
half.
going with the Rams.
Yeah.
I think that defense still is just going to be a little strong, even though Donald isn't stepping up like that. I would talk about that a little bit in my segment too.
I think that's going to be a key
comparison.
game because I think the Vikings is coming back.
I think the Vikings are coming back. Well, that's a whole totally different game on that one, but I'm talking about the Rams. I don't know. I don't think that.
I don't think that offense is going to go yet.
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
Woods hurt. I think losing Woods hurt a lot.
Losing Woods hurt.
But they had a bye though, so I think they had a chance to kind of
But I
see
think
what they got now.
Stafford's been throwing interceptions early in the games, so it puts the other team ahead early.
That's what
Green
Stafford
Bay
do.
has that defense that if they get a lead early, they can do some damage and get you off the field unless Rodgers pick. If Rodgers plays, how's his toe? Do you know how his toe is?
He said it hurts. He ain't doing shit this week in practice. And this almost verbatim, dude. I ain't doing shit. We gonna follow the same plan we did this week. And then we got our bye week after that, and hopefully I can get healthy. But right now my toe is gone and I ain't doing nothing, and it's gonna hurt on the game day.
Oh Lord!
Paraphrasing there, y'all, a little bit.
All right, that's enough on that one. Then we're gonna go on to the next game. This is Nathan, obviously the game of the week. We got the Minnesota Vikings going down to the Bay, the San Francisco taking on the Niners, who are favored by 3 points.
Oh, we about to make sense.
Somehow-
he gonna be so jealous.
Somehow the Niners are favored by 3 points in this one. Another game with an over/under of 48 and a half.
Yeah, Kittle's
You
back.
talked about it already, but please elaborate a little more.
All right, so I got Minnesota in this one. I think this is the start of us making a run for the division. Like I was referring to in the last game where I think Green Bay's going to lose. They started last week up 4 games. We reeled them in 3. If this next one goes off, it'll be down to 2. We got another game against them. It's a long way to go still. So I think we got a shot to really start popping a few of these off. I think Shanahan's feelings is going to be hurt. He's going to be like, man, I wish I had MVP Kirk. He's my favorite. Instead, I got Jimmy G. He gonna do that. He won't say it, but in his heart, he like.
You really think Shanahan wishes he had Kirk Cousins?
Yes, I do. He can't keep Kirk out of his mouth.
That sounded disgusting.
I mean,
even with my perverted mind, I wanted to throw up a little bit with that image.
Here's my thing. Everything I say, I try to articulate in a colorful way, and then you always make it sexual.
Because you just said it right there. You make it in a colorful way. So obviously that is sexual.
Man.
How else can it be taken?
I don't know. Sometimes I just like the colors in the sky. It don't always got to be. It's okay, though. It's okay. So back on topic. I think the Vikings, we do a great job game planning. We always frustrate quarterbacks, especially quarterbacks like Jimmy G. But we're gonna get a chance to see Debo up close. I ain't really watched him yet, so I'm excited actually to see what Debo look like with that boy P2 on him. Because P2 followed Devontae this week. They had to put him in the slot to hide him.
P2 cannot keep up with Debo's speed.
Man, everyone say P2 can. All I say is P2 can. That boy can. P2, man, come on. I'm loving him. I'm loving it. I knew y'all was tripping when you let him go, but anyways.
I know Zimmer's the cornerback whisperer or whatever.
Man,
telling you it's going to happen.
Gave up like 2-3 catches for 35 yards according to the, and I ain't watched the game back to really see. I thought he gave up a big one, but I guess not. Woods got burnt though. Woods was they was feasting off of Woods. I was kind of shocked at that. That surprised me. I really did. I was shocked. Woods been doing good this year. So, anyways, who you got in this game?
So I'm gonna go with Minnesota here as well too.
What you say? What you say? You gonna go with who? Who? You always go with the other team. I don't know if I
do not always go with the other team.
I like this.
I do not always go with the other team. Shut up.
You right. And every time you go with us, what happens? You went with us against Dallas, didn't you?
I did.
Fuck, I knew it. Damn it. All right, go ahead. Who you got?
I got the Minnesota Vikings taking the victory over the San Francisco 49ers.
He going to be on the pie chart of blame next week if we talk up that L.
Put that on your whiteboard, motherfucker.
It's already gone.
Exactly.
It's already gone.
That's why I said put on your whiteboard. All right, so you already covered your favoritism on this one. We're going to go to the next game, which is the Sunday night game. Cleveland is going to Baltimore, another divisional rival game.
A lot of division games this week.
Getting to that part of the season now. Like I said, more games are starting to count.
Yeah.
For more reason than another. And this one just goes with it too. Baltimore's favored by 4 points. Over under 46.5. I take it they are not sure if Lamar's going to play or not, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, if they're favored by 4, I assume they're thinking Lamar's going to play. You said he was
in Baltimore?
Yeah.
For a 4-point favorite? I think they'd be a little bit more.
Remember, Baltimore, every game's been close every year, all year for them. They've been winning by field goals all year.
Yeah, and it's the Doo-Doo Browns. I keep getting to the Doo-Doo Browns. They are actually a decent team. But, I mean, you made the point, too, how, Baker's doing. And
I want to give Baker props because that dude's been... He's been getting a lot of shit, and I think I gave him a little bit of it too. But I mean, think about it. He's been out there with a broken off shoulder playing. I mean, credit to the dude, but it's contract year. I mean, in a way, you got to. You ain't played into that 30-40 yet.
No.
Maybe the heart might make it help a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't pay him. I'm sorry. We still back on that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna pull Cleveland on this. I think
you think they're gonna pull it out.
I think their defense is going to pull it out. If
still think Myles Garrett's defensive player of the year?
I mean, so far, yeah, he's still up there. I could see Cam. See, my argument against any Pittsburgh player is there's 2 of them, and they both almost deserve it. But how can they be the player of the year when there's 2 of them on the same team and they both deserve it? That's not how it works.
Watch the next Steelers edition episode, and I will give you my argument.
My argument is for Cam Hayward. If anybody on the team,
Right. I told you. I told you my arguments. My sway. I was on the fence with TJ and Cam.
Right, let me tell you why it won't be Cam. It's because the only way they'll give it to a D tackle is if you're putting up stupid sack numbers. I hate to say it. It's just like
true.
quarterbacks in certain yards and
The sack
touchdowns and interception ratio.
If it's a quarterback, it's interceptions. If it's a linebacker or defensive line, it's sack.
I ain't saying it's right, and obviously, like Dennis Rodman was one of the greatest players ever, but he filled up certain parts of the box sheet, but not others.
Well, he had Defensive Player of the Year though.
Yeah. It took a long time, and he was cold at it for a long time.
That's true. He had a different he had a different
and
way though.
basketball is 5 players on the field at a time, not 11. That's a lot more competition.
We'll talk about this in the next step in my episode.
I'm
going with Baltimore on this one. It's the home game. If Jackson plays, then I definitely think they're going to get the win. I don't know about the 4. Again, I'm discrediting the Browns here again, like I always do, but it's what I do. All right, take the last one, Nathan.
Cleveland's going to pound it down their throat. All right, Seattle at the Washington football team. The Washington is favored by 1. This is how you know things is not right in Seattle. Washington football team with Heineke is favored by a point. You got an over and under 46.5. I'm going to go with the football team. I think they've been hot and Seattle's been trash. Chavez, who you got?
Though, the Seahawks are done. I think Carroll can finally walk off in the sunset. Thank you. No, you're a good coach. I got to give it up to you. But I think maybe that era is done. It's time for a restart. They're definitely not making the playoffs this year, which is crazy. Not even fighting for the playoffs. I mean, even if they win out, that's going to be crazy, but
they could if they went out, but they got about a week or 2 left of that being an option even.
I was back and forth on this one, and I think Russ just has a little bit too much pride. Hopefully he gets the running game going to help him a little bit and set up that play action that he does best. And I mean, when you got Metcalf and Lockett, you're tempted to throw 50 times, but I know they don't want to with Russ.
I think just nobody's scared of Morris. Or ain't that the running back, Alfred?
No, it's a running back by committee. You got DJ Dallas, you got Chris Carson, but he just went on the IR for the season.
Right. I thought it was Alfred for some reason.
They had Alex Collins, I think is their other one.
Alex Collins. And I think nobody's scared of him, and I think that's why the play action ain't working.
No.
All you do is just make sure you double up on Lockett and Metcalf and say do something.
Yeah, I don't know. This one, for some reason, I think Seattle's going to pull this one out.
Yeah, I mean, I thought last week, I figured, but they let down again. So, but another week of Russ being back, week 3 might be the magic week. So,
right.
Sometimes they do get it going. I could see it going the Seattle way. That's why I'm talking a lot, but I'm still going to stick with the football team. So, all right.
Valiant pick.
Right on. Well, these are the picks for the weeks. What is it, week 11?
Week 12.
Week 12. Man, it's flying by.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're like, oh, it's halfway through the season. No, it is past halfway.
It is.
We're hitting 3 quarters almost.
It was still 11.
We're hitting week 14. That's damn near 3 quarters.
You're right. Week 12, that's 3 quarters.
That is 3 quarters right there.
Quarters,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we getting there. I'm expecting my team to be in a playoff, so I don't think it's going to be over that soon, but we shall see. They ain't locked in nothing yet.
I still projected just getting out of the missing the wild card. That tie, I think, is going to be a factor in that.
For you guys?
And I love the quote from Pittsburgh Dag. I mean, y'all know I'm a fan.
He's definitely a fan.
Oh, I love this guy. But anyway, he even made the point. Of course, Tomlin would be the one to still get an 8-8 record in a 17-week season. Right? To still get 8-8.
That's a good one there. I like that. That was good.
But if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. I hope it doesn't quite go that way, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. All right. So that's what we got for week 12 NFL picks.
Like,
share, subscribe,
thumbs up,
hit that little bell on there. You can get them notifications. We'll hit you up every time. We're on a pretty good routine, but I'm Chavez.
I'm Nathan.
Here we skol.
Hey, that was almost parade. Here we skol!